Matt Vasgersian back on the minor. MLB The Show's tour of the minor leagues continues as we make a stop in the 16-team Pacific Coast League. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start. Fred Purvis will stand in for the first time here. He's got that average up over 340 here entering play.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
Number 2 will get his first cuts here. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Kendall has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. And with that, let's quickly look at the defense for El Paso. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, when you're talking about watching somebody throw a ball across the diamond, this guy throws it like a laser. Over at third base, doesn't have the great range, but if he gets his hands on it, oh my.
Kyle Kendall strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 39 on the season for him. A.J. Campbell will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
And that's in there, base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Second.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Fred Purvis. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 1 run here on 2 base hits, no errors. Kyle Kendall will see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark. So you need a different approach in this at-bat.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Baldwin backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Kyle Kendall will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Campbell going back at the track, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So stepping in, number 14, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kendall moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Kyle Kendall strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Kyle Kendall.
Hard hit ball to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Sebastian Acosta gets another shot, and if you... And now they've got him picked off. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 8 full. The Chihuahuas lead it 4-3. Not a lot of offense to go around in this one, but what offense we did see came from this man's bat. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Harros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Chihuahuas win this one 4-3. Good night, everybody.
For the Chihuahuas, 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For Las Vegas, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Las Vegas 51s and the El Paso Chihuahuas. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Number 55 will dig in for the first time now. He's got that average up nearing the 340 mark to begin play.
And not bad for a second baseman. There are some good ones, but second base isn't typically where you'd expect to have one of your best hitters.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Kyle Kendall will stand in for the first time here. And one more home run will get him to 40 for the year. And he pops up the bunt attempt. This is hit high and deep out to left. Armas going back on it to the track, to the wall. Gone! Chris Taylor in now, popped out in his first trip. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kendall has a read on it, 1 out. Kyle Kendall stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. Fred Purvis will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Kendall has it in his tracks, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Kyle Kendall will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ballgame as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. And so they'll issue the free. Henry Ramirez will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciation.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Fred Purvis will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Oh, and he whiffs on it as it's by him at first.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives him a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
So, guys, all three of us were treated to a well-played ball game all in all. And what do you say we go ahead and name this fellow right here as our top player of the game?
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
They left us one run.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasker. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Tonight we wrap up this Fred Purvis will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin playing.
Well, he's known as one of the better hitters in the minor leagues, so the average isn't shocking, but it's impressive nonetheless.
Kendall is there, and it's a first pitch. Alejandro Castillo will stand in, and as we give you a look at his splits versus right and left, he's had the better of right-handers, that's for sure. And here's a ball hit in the air. Acosta is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far. Kyle Kendall gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 42 on the season as they get on the... At the plate, Kyle Kendall. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
This one's hit deep out to left center field, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he's 2 for 2 as he's in there with a double.
Boy, just another great swing right there, and he's had a few of them in this series. He gets a good pitch to hit, and he's right on it. And he drives this one off the wall for an easy double, and it might be time for them to let somebody else beat you for a change.
Into the box, Sebastian Acosta. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit to short. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Joaquin Perez will dig in. He singled his first time around. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High and deep to straightaway right. Kendall going back on it to the track. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Kyle Kendall strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Right fielder, Kyle Kendall.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Campbell racing back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete. El Paso's out on top, 3-0. Alejandro Castillo will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
High and deep to right. Kendall racing back, still going back. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. Aldo Castilla will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Fly ball out to right field. Kendall over to his left. Oh, no, he missed it. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third. Standing in with the bases loaded, Joaquin Perez, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game.
Yeah, I think the entire game has led to this moment right here. Now we'll see if he can come through or if the pitcher can somehow get out of this game.
Kendall is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. Number 55 gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've pushed it to 2. Kyle Kendall will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
I think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. The 3 of us return with more. Matt Barnes will be summoned from the bullpen now. He'll take over to start inning number 8.
Number 68.
Leading off the inning, A.J. Campbell, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Again, he sends it out of play. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Still hanging with it. A good swing to keep it going. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. Aldo Castilla takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Kendall has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2. And no tag at second. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award. But what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this.
from your exclusive home for minor league baseball. MLB The Show is on the air. Kyle Kendall will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. He's running towards second. Here's a swing, and oh, man. Way out of here.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered.
Now to the plate, Jimmy Sanchez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Kendall moving to his left, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with that, TJ Kelsey will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game. This one skied out toward right. Kendall will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. Ready to take his hacks again, Kyle Kendall, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, the last time he saw a fastball and hit it pretty well, so we'll see how they work him this time. You can throw him more fastballs, but you better not put it in that location.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is the center fielder. And this one is gone. A home run. Kyle Kendall will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
He's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. Now a 5-0 lead. Rob Brady will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and he's hit in his second plate appearance. Pitch popped up. Kelsey is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Number 39 steps in now. The 0-1. Runners off for second. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Kyle Kendall will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but
there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His 3rd home run of the ball. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Kyle Kendall, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Clemente moves over, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. What surprised me was, after a while, why even pitch to him?
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Chihuahuas win this one 8-3. Good night, everybody.
9 runs on 13 hits. 1 error, They left just one runner on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes.
And MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour. Into the box now, Andy Coppola. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Drilled to the right side. Oh, what a dive. It's there. He got him.
Oh, love it.
Number 39 will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Kendall is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of?
Well, I've never seen a team that's so inconsistent. I mean, they're dead last in average. They don't seem to hit much, so they're going to have to find some way to get some consistency in that lineup if they have any chance at all.
No strike.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Number 13 is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Kyle Kendall gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. 46 now for him on the season. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
This guy's got to be at the point where he's thinking, do we really need to play another team after this? I mean, this is now 4 home runs for him in the series. You talk about a guy that looks comfortable up there. He's just having his way with the entire pitching staff.
Albert Pujols will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Kendall giving chase, and that's the first out of the inning. Jimmy Sanchez will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Takes this the other way to right, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. TJ Kelsey set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Calling for it, Kendall, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Andy Coppola will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Kendall going back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. Kyle Kendall stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
sends that one out of play for strike one. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-2 ball game, and he'll scramble back to first safely. Coming to the plate now, Sebastian Acosta, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Runners on the move for second. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits. Jimmy Sanchez will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Kendall. 1 down. Kyle Kendall will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. The tag, and he's out at second base. He probably should have stayed right where he was. Kyle Kendall strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down. William Casey makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's...
Kendall is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Chihuahuas win this one 4-2. Good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Matt Vasgersian back on the minor league pregame show as we move closer to first. Now on your home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Tonight, Game 4 of this 4-game weekend set between the Salt Lake Bees and the El Paso Chihuahuas. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot.
Rick Ward is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he went into the 7th inning, pitching relatively well, but ended up taking...
Caleb Coward gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak. Ready on 1 and 2. Heading out towards shallow right. Kendall on the move, and they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. The run scored. This is the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And he will make it all the way around the bases. It's an inside the park 2-run home. Kyle Kendall will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 47 thus far, as we are all knotted up at 2.
You just can't throw.
Roberto Salinas will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Hamlin scoops it up, throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom. At the plate, Kyle Kendall. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Get ready. Albert Pujols will start things out after the break. 3 innings complete. Jimmy Sanchez will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. On the ground to the right side. Hamlin ranges to his right. Throw gets him. 2 down. Number 39 stands in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, he'd had.
Roberto Salinas heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. This is skied out toward right. Kendall has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Albert Pujols will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances.
Well, Matt, so much of hitting is being able to make the necessary adjustments, and he needs to make one here.
Lined hard toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Around first, heading for second now. And Pujols is going to keep on going. The relay throw, the tag, and he is called out trying to stretch 2 bases into 3. Kyle Kendall will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. Now at the plate, Rob Brady. He'll look to bounce back after striking.
The many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Sanchez ranging into shallow right, and that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. Juan Salgado will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone. Andy Coppola gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Kendall is there now to put this one away. Number 39 will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. In to score is the runner from third. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. And he will come all the way around. It's an inside the park 3-run home run. Kyle Kendall drives into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. Number 57 will dig in now. 2 hits in 4 at-bats thus far tonight. High and deep to right. Kendall ranging back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Kyle Kendall brings his bat to the plate now to get the bottom of the 11th underway.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one.
Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be. And now, MLB The Show's special coverage of the annual 3-day Topps Amateur Showcase is on the air. Today, we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day one between the prospects from the Central region and those representing. In now, Big Daddy Gordon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Gordon.
Pulled toward right center field. Wooten giving chase. Makes the play, one away. Charles Snyder will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, double play ball to second. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this Big Daddy Gordon is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
High and deep to center field. Wooten ranging back to the track, to the wall. Gone!
Now batting,
Big Daddy Gordon gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
2 down, runners at first and second. Left field and deep. Pennewell ranging back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. The run scores from second. Now a 9-2 ball game. Vince Fox will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already, and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
Just a simple base hit.
Runners on his way to third.
No,
It's outside the throw, and in fact no throw as he's into third easily.
Hey.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We played 4. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Francisco Maldonado. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gordon is right there. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. Mariano Chacin strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they slip away.
A play at the plate, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Barack Neal is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning.
Designated hitter, Barack.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Pennewell is in his tracks now, and he's got it for the first out. Bobby Watley will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already. but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game. Coming to the plate now, Robert East, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. That's what a 3-for-3 ball game will do for you.
Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
Boy, and a great 2-0 pitch there. Got him thinking fastball. And this looked like a fastball out of his hand, but it turns out to be a real effective changeup instead.
3-1. Here it is on 3-1. And might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball four. Big Daddy Gordon will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they jump ahead by 3.
Well, it's pretty safe to say that this game will be skyrocketing his draft stock. 2 home runs now, and let me tell you, neither one of them were cheapies. This is a big ballpark, so his power definitely will not be a question mark when the scouts are evaluating all his skills.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
No ball.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. We're through 6 full. The West Stars lead this one 11-8.
Leading off with a central, right fielder, Mariano Abreu.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And taking it out there for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman
Michael Driver will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Number 2, Michael Driver.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
He might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's against this guy?
1-1.
Thanks a lot.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on the slurve that time. It's 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Grounded to third. Fox gloves it. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman Steven Lopez.
Steven Lopez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. Outside with that slurve of his. 1 ball, no strikes. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
Lays off, 2-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Charles Snyder would be next. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 7th inning stretch time here in the Sunshine State. The West prospects are on top here, 11-8. Michael Driver will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Jose Hara will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Number 9.